here. Allure along with Class. Roger's actually going to be okay though, even with 1 point in the Nature's attendance. That sustain is a bit too much for the boys on Dire to be able to handle at the moment. And Violence even starting to wrap on around, just lands the pounce. Attempt of the side set was almost enough, but still with the spike, gets some separation, but it's going to be Roger's nut shot, and Violent also gets Valor as well.
I'm glad I've converted you with the Fun Raider. I mean, that's what we're meant to get the Iron Shell off for the majority of that. There is any advantageous
nice Bramble.
That, yeah. Bramble ends up landing. No level 6 yet for Ember. He's nowhere close. Still should be able to dodge out most of this and doesn't want to go back underneath the tower.
Morin just assassinates Valor though. Meanwhile, Violent is also going to get Class as well. There's going to be a solo kill for the Slark. So that's about to be level 6 for him. He's already got 2 perma ag on the Roger, but an instant turnaround for the Ravage. There's not really any damage follow-up. At least Rogers now has been able to shrug off a lot of that initial start.
Blink strike, yeah.
And he'll find it, but they will TP Valor in. Should be able to chase down Hellscream. He's going to have to damage just by himself, though, with a Blood Grenade. Definitely will, without a doubt. And now they even consider... Nah, Roger, I think, is unkillable. Even no points, so not available Nature's attendance, I should say. It's not going to matter. Melrain's here, too. One, bit of an awkward usage of the Swashbuckle. Might help him TP out. Melrain will be forced now to use the Rolling Thunder, so... Panko getting active early on to be able to slow them down. They're still stuck here, though. Not looking to try and escape on the PA line.
He's just looking to try and run away right now on poor Lion. And the PA, I mean, this is all time. Nesphere is not spending farming. They're just going to be able to pick up another kill for themselves. Nice timing of the Earth Spike, though, to be able to potentially get away, but no TP available. No chance for him to survive because Roger yoinks the kill with the Hurling Boulder.
Well, do they know the Ember's here, though? Let's see if he can do much. I mean, max out Sly. No Orbit Corrosion yet from him. I mean, they're still going to try and make the attempt on a Roger. No way he lives, dude. Come on, someone kill him. All right, Dagger. Going to be able to bring down the Enchantress. Now Melrain as well is in a lot of danger. Could potentially TP. Not going to be able to do now. And Melrain... he's going to take a spill. So finally, I mean, they bring all the numbers they need. It takes them quite some time, and he was able to get the kills. A very
efficient farm, which is lane creeps, of course, and then just look to rotate on back. So this is the part of the game that is quite difficult for the rest of Sibe, in that they need to make space so that PA is never the main target.
This could be scary. They have the potential of Ravage into Rolling Thunder with Melrain coming over. Once again, though, the right side, a bit of a miss Swashbuckle. Have to use the ultimate to be able to catch up to both supports, but nonetheless, they are still kills. Darkseid's going to try and TP in, but there's not really much Class can do. Maybe amplifying Nesphere, but the Rabbit from Raja, and it was Hellscream to turn it back around. Now with a PA committed inside the river, it's going to be up to Melrain with the last Swashbuckle to get the kill. Maybe it's just a Wild Wing Ripper, but a jump over the top. Even Violence here as well. It's going to be forced to retreat on the side of Sibe, and they should be okay at the moment. Roger again. Feels like Hellscream starting to move on over. Just actually opted about turning back around, and I mean, he's done a great job of baiting them in. Melrain with a finishing blow onto the Venge. They dropped the wall, but it's not really going to provide them too much onto Melrain. Honestly, just being a bit more of a nuisance at that. And even Violent, he's going to get involved as well with this Diffusal Blade. He's going to be super active. In fact, Melrain's able to just finish him down. No Diffusal Blade just yet on Violent. Very close to it, though.
Towards the Blink Dagger. And who can you even look to get a kill onto here?
Nice sidestep.
Yeah, missing the pounce, but I really don't feel like you're in a vulnerable spot here at all.
They're coming down as 5.
You think they can do this? I don't.
I don't think so. I mean, look at the Tidehunters positioning. The wraparound from Vajja is going to force them over to the right side. Kind of tunneling themselves in an area where the Slark has no concerns. And meanwhile, they're going to be able to isolate Class as well. Violence not even done just yet. Still sees the Venge under the T2 tower. And it's going to be a double kill for the Slark. 1 kill away from godlike 16 minutes in. Another component of the scepter complete.
One of the other advantages of playing this Slark, they ended up smoking up underneath it, but I honestly don't think they care. Like, you might know that they're coming, but what could you do about it? Aghanim Scepter picked up as well. Right now, you've got Class farming underneath that Observer Ward. They're just gone hunted for more.
And they will get more. And maybe even an extra one.
Yep.
I was just trying to catch up. Vil should be able to cancel the TP. They won't get Nesfir, which is really the primary target for them. Was just able to TP out away.
You can get rid of the Kraken Shell, but he is still plenty tanky.
And look at Hellscream's positioning. They're going to have to go the long way around. Otherwise, they'll run into the Dark Willow with a Cliff Ward. And they're going to be able to read this. Sentry laid down too. Valo jumps, but awkward timing.
Ravage.
That's a Ravage from himself, but he's still going to die nonetheless. Meanwhile, inside the base, I mean, they've separated the Slark, but it's not going to matter. Oh, he's going to use his BKB to TP out. Those are not good signs at all. Not what you need to be able to turn the fight as Vaja finds an opportunity with the Ravage onto 2. And of course, the rest of Nemiga will quickly follow up to the high ground, smelling blood in the water. Gonna be able to munch away. Alright. We can go next as Nemiga look very clean and dominant. This should be a full set of back.
Too much utility here. All right, how many kill steals for Roger? I'm saying 2.
Alright. Where'd the start go? Where's the tide about to go? What is the damage? It might not matter though. Melorine, the drive-by Pango, perfect spell casting, bouncing back on both the heroes. They're going to try and utilize their buybacks on the high ground defense. They've split up some of the members though. Somehow Class is going to be able to live. Violent does sniff out a raise outside the base. No more remnants for him to work with. So the Atos is going to be enable Violent to go to work. Plenty of stacks now for him as well to go back inside the base and try and close this game out.
I don't think there's any try about it. You don't have your on to the side of Vaja. I mentioned before all of the armor values that he has against the Ember Spirit looking to chase up onto you. And Roger just made sure to hold hands with him, make sure he got the full benefit out of that Nature's Attendance. Sphere still a couple of seconds until the BKB. One last fight for them, you'd feel. Ember Spirit just about to come up.
Oh, not Roger. You might not kill him, guys.
Not the Dagon.
You don't even have the finger, and it just sets up for a perfect Ravage.
Ooh.
That is the nail in the coffin. It's a beautiful combo, man, but it doesn't matter. Look clean, look good. But in the end, it's going to be Nemiga with the clean performance from them. Very dominant, no messing around from them. They're going to be able to take game 1 in 28 minutes.
Yes, indeedy. And another PA lost in there. So I think Light Strike Array, even just the 1 point now actually has better value than what it used to in terms of the mana cost. So maybe he's going to look to put more points into the Dragon Slate now with all the buffs it had.
Nice jump from Violent. Exact timing of the LSA. Might not win the man fight. He's got to decide pretty quick, and once he goes back in with the activation of the Fairy Fire, jumps over from the Hawk. It will still connect, but it's not going to be enough damage.
There we go. It's a little slower, and it wasn't quite in the vision range, but it's going to be too slow to be able to disrupt the majority of these stacks being taken action.
Dude, Violent split from the team. He went a little bit too early. We'll jump over to the Tree Protector. It's not going to matter, though. So it will be a 1-for-1. But now even Hellscream's stuck at the bottom of the lane. Roger can maybe dissuade them. Still no false promise for them to work with. At least if...
Yes, Tornadoes have been on point.
I know he's still there. Not going to matter though in the end. They are continuing to try and put pressure on the Beastmaster. They want to make sure that Class can not have a free game to farm at all. And the positioning as well from Velo is always going to be difficult. With the Pango and the Dino, that's easily able to get on top of you. They'll jump on both of them. It's Nemiga, just relentless pressure. It's 5 heroes here.
Without too many huge objectives to be able to take, basically all of the net worth on this team focused in onto the Morphling. I mean, Invoker's catching up a little bit ever since the Midas, and, you know, you've at least got that base item. Wasn't able to quite...
Did he jump in? Oh, Violent?
Now he's jumped
Violent? Dude, what is that damage? And what is that Fate's Edict, man? Baal's gonna go for Velor as well. Meanwhile, he's gonna be worried about his support though, was often acting as a bodyguard to be able to keep them alive, but with him separating away from Roger, doesn't look like it's going to matter too much in the end. That's a great rolling thunder from Raj. He's got plenty of balls to bounce back on. Holy crap. Violence damage is really starting to get too much for Sibe to deal with. There's an ultra kill up on the high ground. The crits and cleaves and daggers and jumps. And they're going to call it. They're going to try and tap out. GG, good luck next, Nemiga. I mean, this is without a doubt the performance that... Oh, good luck next. Oh, what's going on there? Violent. I don't know if you could say that. That's kind of...
Maybe we were wrong.
What
maybe
the hell?
A sadistic man with absolutely...